Welcome to the part 8 of the series on volume spread analysis. In this part, you'll be dealing with selling climax. So far, we have been looking at the signs of weakness. From this part onwards, you'll be looking at the signs of strength or the SOS. First, let's look at what are the signs of strength. These are selling climax, stopping volume, effort to move up bar, reverse upthrust bar, test for supply, no supply bar, 2 bar reversal. Before we go into any particular sign of strength, let us look at where the strength comes in the stock prices. For that, let's first look at the stock structure in a downtrend. There are two ways a stock can recover: a V-type recovery, or it can recover from a downtrend after some consolidation. Now, in these patterns, let's see where the strength appears. The strength appears when the smart money starts accumulating the stocks. In a downtrend, the smart money starts accumulating the stock towards the end of the downtrend. Like in this case here, it starts accumulating at the almost near the end of the downtrend. Similarly, here also the smart money starts accumulation. But in a consolidation zone, the smart money continues the accumulation. And here, the smart money is pushing up the prices. Here again, the smart money is pushing up the prices. So these are the places when the smart money starts accumulating, we see signs of strength. So in the downtrend, towards the end, we start seeing the signs of accumulation in terms of the selling climax, stopping volume, effort to fall bar. The same here in this pattern as well. And the V-type recovery, soon after the downtrend is over, we start getting the signs of strength as no supply bar, reverse upthrust bar, test for supply. These are more of a confirmation of the strength. And when the smart money is pushing up the prices, you can see the strength in terms of effort to move up bar. And in a consolidation pattern, normally the stock comes out of the consolidation with an effort to move up bar. Again, when the smart money is pushing the prices up, you will see effort to move up bar. So these are the places where we would see the signs of strength. Now, we saw the smart money starts accumulating the stocks in a downtrend towards the end of the downtrend. So accumulation happens in a downtrend in high volume down bars, and we saw that there are three signs of strength which indicate accumulation. One is the stopping volume bar, the other is the selling climax bar. Even accumulation happens in an effort to move down bars in a downtrend. The stopping volume is the most common signal which indicates smart money accumulation. The selling climax is the most potent or the strongest of the signals showing the accumulation, but these are quite rare. Accumulation does happen in an effort to move down bar in a downtrend. Earlier we saw that effort to move down bar are signs of weakness in an uptrend. But in a downtrend, some accumulation happens during the effort to move down bar as well. Now, let's start looking at the first sign of strength, SOS, the selling climax, where smart money is accumulating. So, first, let's look at the definition of a selling climax. It's a widespread bar, ultra high volume, and it is closing down. As you can see in this chart, this was at ultra high volume, it was closing down, and the spread was wide. Now let's look at how to interpret or the notes on the selling climax. The selling climax appears after a long downtrend. It's a rare signal, but it is a strong signal. It indicates smart money is absorbing all the panic selling. The retail money is selling with panic. So the huge amount of selling and totally it is being absorbed. We can always find some variations in this. The close can be off the low as well. But it should be a widespread bar and the volume should be ultra high. And the trend need not stop or reverse immediately. In case supply is still present, it may take a few more bars to absorb that supply and then the downtrend to stop, go into consolidation or do a V-type reversal. Now what do we look for after we see a selling climax bar? Look at the subsequent bars. If the next bar is a down bar, again that means the supply is still present. The stock may reverse or consolidate after supply is absorbed in the next couple of bars. But if the next bar is an up bar with low volume, the chances of consolidation is more. But at the same time, the volume is high and the next bar is an up bar, then chances of a V-shaped reversal or recovery is more probable. The high and low levels of the selling climax can be good reference points for recovery and can be support or resistance levels. With this background, let's look at some examples. In this example, I have the chart of Tanla platforms. As usual, I'm using the replay mode for better illustrations. Before we proceed further, let us look at what was happening to this stock. The stock was in an uptrend. It moved almost up to 2000 and then started coming down. So it is in a downtrend for almost 6 months now. And our chart starts from the 30th June 2022. So I will start the replay mode. The prices have been moving sideways. Then you have an increased volume up bar, but they were selling, as you can see, the bar closed in the middle. Again some sideways move. Then we had two bars on ultra high volumes, and this was also ultra high, and the last bar was much higher volume. So these bars fit the definition of a selling climax. Even this bar was an ultra high volume down bar closing at the low, and the second one was much increased volume Again, a widespread bar closing at the low. These two bars clearly fit the definition of a selling climax. So assuming that these are selling climax, let's see how the prices play out. The next bar was an up bar with good volume. Again an up bar, and again with good volume. Again an up bar with good volume. So this ultra high volume bar, if there was no accumulation, the prices could not have moved up. So it was clearly there was an accumulation going on here. So let's see further. So the stock has been moving sideways from here. More of consolidation is happening here after this bar. So let me now add our favorite indicator, VPA 5.0. Clearly, you can see that the VPA 5.0 clearly indicated this is a selling climax and this is also a selling climax. So the selling climax stopped the downtrend and the stock started moving sideways. And we saw that the levels, the high and low levels of the selling climax bar can be some references and they can be some support or resistance. Now let me draw the shadow of these bars. Here you can see that the high of the second selling climax bar is acting as a support here. And the stocks have been moving sideways. Let's see further how it moves. Here, the high of the first selling climax bar acted as a resistance. So again, it has been moving sideways. Again, the high of the second selling climax bar acted as a support. And the stock is now again back into the shadow of the first bar. Here an attempt to move up, but again the first high of the first bar acted as a resistance. So it is clear that the selling climax bar stopped the downtrend and the stock started consolidating. Also, the levels of the selling climax bars were references and they were acting as support and resistances. So this is a very good example of the selling climax bar. Let us quickly look into one more chart. I have the chart of Berger Paints. So before we start, let's look at what has been happening to the stock. So almost from October 2021, the stock is in a downtrend. It has been moving down. Our chart here starts from the 28th July 2022. I will expand it for further clarity. Then we'll see how the prices played out again. The stock has been moving down again. Here we have a selling climax bar. You can see it is a widespread bar closing near the low, and the volume has been ultra high. So let's see how the prices play out further. So the next bar, there was some selling coming in here, but quickly it was absorbed and the prices were brought back into the shadow of the selling climax bar. Let me draw the shadow of the selling climax bar here. We'll see how the prices play out further. Now there is an attempt to move out of the shadow here with good volume, but that was quickly snubbed out. This move was defeated and the prices have come back into the shadow of the selling climax. Again an attempt which again is failed and the prices are back into the shadow. As you can see, the high of the selling climax bar is posing as a resistance for further movement, upward movement. Here some support came at the low of the selling climax bar. It's moving within the shadow only. Here again, attempt to pull it down. The support came here at the low of the selling climax bar. So here you can see both the high level played as a resistance and the low level played as a support. Further movement all inside the shadow of the selling climax bar. So you can see for almost 2 months the prices were within the shadow of the selling climax bar. Now finally here, after more than 2 months of sideways move, this clearly broke out away from the high of the selling climax bar, and the next bar confirmed that it is broken out and the prices have been moving higher here. So it is clear that the selling climax bar stopped the downtrend and some consolidation happened within the shadow of the selling climax bar, and finally it broke out and the stocks started moving up. So this is another good example of the selling climax bar. With this we come to the end of this video. Let's quickly summarize what we learned in this session. So we learned that the selling climax indicates that smart money is absorbing all the panic selling. The retail public is selling in panic in huge quantities and the whole quantity is being absorbed by the smart money. Selling climax happens after a substantial down move. It's a rare but powerful signal. It indicates that downtrend is likely to end soon and the stock can reverse or go into consolidation. The high and low levels of the selling climax bar do play important role for our further analysis of the stock movement. With this, we are coming to the end of this video, and we will cover stopping volume in the next part, the part 9. In order to get notified for release of further parts or videos of this series, do subscribe to this channel, and in case you find this video useful, do press the like button. Thank you very much.